Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 1. How, why, and where does this bit go? We're here in New Zealand, the birthplace of McLaren, to try and rebuild my 2022 765LT. And off we go. So I figured a way to get into this a bit more is to have some questions, which I'm sure all of you had. They're going to be pretend questions from my friends. All right, so how did you get it? I won it. It was a salvage auction equivalent here in New Zealand. It was about a month ago, and I was lucky enough to get it for a price that was actually quite a bit less than what I expected it to go for. And this is what I was looking at. Didn't really know what I was looking at, to be completely honest. But it looks like it's definitely had a few hits. I then looked through some more photos. The front, that looks pretty damaged, don't really know. This looks like a bit of structural carbon work. This rear also looked hit. The wheel, that looked completely fine, the caliper. The front, again, the right side looked completely fine. The left side, again, couldn't really see any more, except it showed that the rim was still quite good on the front left, and also obviously that dog leg rear left tyre, and you can see a hit there on the windscreen. Then from the rear, it actually looks good. From this side is what was where I got excited. This side, not so much. Again, more of the dog leg. I have no idea what it could have been, but clearly it doesn't look good. Then onto the rear, which again looks really good, and I thought it was a good start. And then we go inside, and this is where I noticed the seats, and I thought, well, they are amazing seats, and no airbags except for the steering wheel is what it looked like to me. And then that was it. 321 bids later, and I was the proud owner of a 2022 McLaren 765LT Spider. Brings me to the next question: how much did you pay? Well, I'm sure that's something you'll want to know. I paid 83,000 New Zealand dollars for it, which is about $40,000. No, which is about 40,000 quid, and about 50,000 US dollars. The rest of the currencies you're gonna have to figure out for yourself. Question from Darren: have you ever rebuilt a car before? And the answer is no. This is clearly the first video on my channel rebuilding a car. I have spent a bit of time watching the videos, Tavarish and V-Tuned and Matt Armstrong. I did all this after buying this car, and so that's about the extent of my experience, is actually watching their videos. I have changed discs and brakes before on cars, and I think I changed a fuel pump on a 2013 Mini about 4 or 5 years ago. And that's pretty much it. That's the extent of my experience. Yeah, it's going to be a journey, that's for sure. Right, and Andy asks, what are your plans with it? Right, so my plans are to make this into a race car. get this on the road and see if I can beat the lap times that I set in my 2008 R35 race car. So that car is here. Roll the B-roll or whatever you do. At the end of this series, the final episode will be going to the track and seeing if I can beat my best ever time in my Nissan around a track here in New Zealand. My best time is a 1:14.5, so we're going to see if I can beat the 1:14.5 in this, the McLaren. Right, Carter asks, will I learn anything from these videos? So you will. A lot of it's going to be what not to do. As I said, my experience is limited to things like screwdrivers and spanners and ratchets. You're not going to see me welding anything. You're not going to see me panel beating. There's a lot better people out there for that, and they're going to be working on this car. You're not going to see me do any structural carbon work. That kind of thing's quite important. So we'll leave that to, there's an authorised McLaren carbon guy here, and the car's actually going up there tomorrow to get that done. What you will learn is a lot of how the car actually goes together. So the pipe work, the electrics, there's a lot of broken wires, the suspension, the brakes, the steering, pretty much all the bits. And that's just so, I mean, in the future, if anyone else gets an opportunity to rebuild either a 720, which as it turns out this is based on, or a 765, then maybe it'll help you find some bits. Quite excited by it, but it's all new to me. So with that, let's crack on with seeing what the damage is. Did that even record? At this stage I figured out that you actually need a lot of room to rebuild a car, so off goes the R35. Now that we've got the car in, let's take a look at the damage. So, what have we got here? You can see everything's pretty mangled. Power steering pump again, broken wires. Brake booster looked fine, steering looked fine, broken windscreen. The side of the car shows a little bit of detail, but not too much. Didn't really know what I was doing when I was filming this. You can see here the broken lower arm, and pretty obvious now. This upper arm is bent completely out of shape, and this lower bit, whatever that is, has been snapped off, and the wire to the parking brake caliper has also been broken off. And you could see the suspension there, quite bent. You can see it better there at the bottom, and that's why it's all dog-legged. But the back, not bad. And let's look inside. Again, it came with these extra bits, which I didn't know about. And you can see the steering wheel, well, I've pushed the bag back in. Alright, let's crack on with the repairs. First things first, fixing that dog leg left.
Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Sweet.
So now that we've finished the rear lift, let's take a look. I've removed quite a bit of the broken parts just before it goes off to the carbon repair place to fix this. You'll see a lot of that in the next episode. This is where I learnt that yellow was what the safety SRS airbag system uses. I've taken out the suspension APMU, I think it's called, and looking at those arms, again, completely fine. That right side didn't seem to take much of a hit at all down the side. Anyway, the front was pretty ruined. On the left side, you'll see this lower skirt on the door. It's been damaged, and this whole rear left part, which I don't even know what that was, is also missing. And this is the fixed rear left with the new suspension, new arms. You can see the rear toe link. That's a new airbox there on the left, matching the normal one on the right. And then we'll look inside. You can see the actual door airbag on the left hand side, also blue. But seems like I didn't show that. Oh wait, yes I did. There it is. So that needs replacing. So it's about this time that we thought, you know, I think we're going to try and start this thing.
Come on the wing one and the right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, noises.
Yeah.
Made a noise. But nothing's happening.
Okay.
Definitely made a noise at the back though.
Probably windows and all that.
No.
So maybe
Do you take it off again, or is it fixed on? Do you want to just take it off again? Is it too hard?
no. That's off now.
Okay, just throw it back on. Nothing that time.
So I'm still like, that feed doesn't make sense to me unless it is the charger.
Alright, take, I don't know, whatever. Go.
Right, that's on.
Oh, something happened. Oh my god.
Have you got stuff?
Yep.
Oh, me. So obviously,
It's trying to make the, it's not quite 100% if that makes sense. So that glows,
oh yeah.
and this just did a little shimmy, see?
Oh, okay.
But that's it.
Was that when you press the button?
What if I hold it down?
Oh, the hazard lights? Press the hazard light button.
Oh! Oh!
Oh,
Oh! Where are the hazard lights?
they're doing anything?
Yeah. It's blinking.
Oh yeah, I heard some clicks. It's getting further and further.
Yeah. Maybe I meant to hold it down for longer.
No, just press it and let go. Like that. You haven't got your foot on the brake, eh?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. How it...
But if I hold it down longer, it actually does more stuff.
Well, maybe if I change that other fuse. Oh, there
See?
you go. That's interesting.
Oh
eh?
my god. Oh. Oh, and then, oh, then it's like the battery's going flat. Is exactly what it's like.
Yeah. Well, maybe so. Definitely that fuse is blown then, or it needs to have a fuse there, and that they must have just taken it out.
Yeah.
So do you want? Shall I put it? Change one into the other?
Yeah, for sure.
Right, I'll unplug the battery.
All right. So we spent hours doing that. My mate Fraser, he had to go home. And then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give it one more go. And so I got in the car and I really stomped on the brakes this time, and this happened. And that's it for episode 1. Next time, join me as we see what it takes to put a carbon tub together, and also we're going to start putting the whole front together. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you next time. What is that?